We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Wack, what's the word, bro?
Man, just sitting back watching all these weirdos. They believe every day they hear. Yeah, I told the nigga, I said, bro, don't call me by what Luce cannon at. Man, y'all hear this nigga calling in the podcast. You hear the global tail link recording every 2 minutes. Believe all kind of dumb, man. All these niggas is stupid. Dumb as
Hey, what's that? So a lot of people saying that they don't know if that was Dale. I don't know if you heard that recording. They saying that wasn't him. That was a troll.
That was Dale. I know Dale real good. That was him.
That was him? Okay.
That was him.
Yeah, because people was like, that wasn't him and shit.
Nah, man, how you got people and people don't even know him?
That's what I'm...
All these just niggas on the internet, bro, they don't know these people, bro. They don't even be knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Niggas say all kind of say anything. Niggas Luce ain't in jail. What you mean?
No,
He
Luce
said
is
he had
definitely in
pizza.
jail.
He said he had pizza. Hey, because I'm on the phone. You think he don't know his woman recording? Say all kind he want to say, dude.
For real.
You get what I'm saying? On some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Say all
I
kind
know
of
that
shit.
for a fact.
Yeah, but again,
Fried
I
chicken,
tell people, I be like,
McDonald's.
yo, a lot of these people, man, they be regular ass people who ain't never experienced nothing past a car accident or running a red light. So when they hear certain shit like dudes, whatever that SBTV do, he don't know nothing from nothing. Put up Luce's lockup order and said it was a proffer.
Oh, that definitely ain't a proffer.
So lockup order, the government side of it, like it's a lockup
Yeah,
order.
because like what it meant
Denying
is
his bail. That's
it's
all that
the
shit
proffers
was.
that's against Luce.
Yeah, that's the government's proffer. That's what the government is saying against Luce Cannon. It didn't say inmate Williams proffer. And this it's the proffer right there. It clearly states the government's proffer, which they're saying our reasons for not allowing this man to go free is there.
Hey, Wack, did you see though? With that SGBTV dude, the dude Jay Reed popped up on there. So he's saying he
Man, I
cooperating
don't
too.
know. I ain't hear Jay Reed. They told me Jay Reed the one called in with Monster. That ain't Jay Reed who had Monster on the three-way. That's cap. Now, unless you got some other shit where it's his voice, y'all nicking out your ass. That was not Jay Reed that called with Monster on the three-way, bro. Monster called on. Somebody called Monster on their three-way. That man was not Jay Reed. That's cap. Like everybody listen to voices, bro. This won't be something so bad. That was not Jay Reed that had Monster on that three-way. Everybody know what Jay Reed sound like, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know, do you say that right here? That sounds nothing like Jay Reed. The confidence level and how he talking, his tone, nothing about dude sounds like Jay Reed.
Let me ask you though, Wack. So, dude, he did say SGBTV. He said like a few months back, he was like a RICO is coming. You think he had some type of insight, or he just took a guess?
He just talking, bro. He said a RICO was coming for the no jumpers, right? Nobody. Let me tell you something. Nobody on this knew nothing about what them doing in 21 and 22. You didn't even know who Cannon was until I started working his name January 24th.
Fact.
So nobody knew nothing about it. Everybody was talking about the incident that happened up outside No Jumper. That's all that dude was talking about. He knew nothing about none of this other shit. If you read the paperwork, which a lot of these dummies haven't read the paperwork, when you're saying somebody's part of an organization, you got to look at their continued action in the organization. If it's 8 of us and we represent the Circle Boys and everything we do, whether it's dope dealing, you stealing cars, you robbing banks, you gun running, whatever it is y'all doing, it's a continuous thing with these 8 people, right? For years. Then you look up at this one incident, we like, Chuck, what's up, nigga? We finna roll over here. You wanna roll? You're like, I'll roll with y'all. You got one incident where it mentioned Chuck.
Right.
Everything else for 4 years is wiretaps, phone conversations amongst the other 8 people. They intertwine with doing everything, right? There's no wiretap with Chuck's voice calling in, talking to NAM entity that's part of the other 8. You can't look up and say he's part of that group, bro.
And that's like Luce, right? Luce.
That's loose cannon all day. These don't read, they just go off what a nigga say. If you read the work, you got wiretaps on every in there, doing multiple different things with each other. Plot, planning, and executing is right there. You can't find a wiretap with loose cannon talking on it. You can't find a situation outside of one incident where they say he was involved. You can't find one. You can't find it. So you can't look up and say he, just like Brick Baby unnamed in it because Brick Baby's a victim. He was getting extorted. It's in the paperwork.
Wow. A lot of people didn't see that part of the paperwork.
It's in the paperwork. It's right there.
And there was some people saying for years, as well as Luce Cannon, he had brung to Brick Baby. He was like, yo, are you being blackmailed?
Yeah, he
Big U.
was, because the tape, we knew he was. He knew we knew, like being blackmailed. Came to us and told us, bro, I don't want this, I don't want no issue with you, nigga, man. This nigga holding this shit over my head. Boom, 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 boom. You read Brick Baby paperwork, there go the tape. He the only one had it. 2022.
So let me ask you though, Wack. I don't know if anybody asked you this before, but when you think about his sentencing and think about what he charged with, he got 48 counts, Big U. You think he
got
cooked, bro?
43 counts. What'd you
think
say?
he cooked? You think he cooked?
It's a lot of counts. I mean, I look at the seriousness of it. You know what I'm saying? It's serious because of his age. You looking at the best case scenario is 20 years.
Right, and he got to cop out for that probably, right?
Across the board.
You can't do 20 years.
No, across the board, you can't tell a nigga what they can't do. Especially a nigga like Big U. Can't tell him what he can't do. His will to make him do it. Just to get back. He done walked all 12 before. The murder is not in the RICO. Murder's in Nevada. Right? So feds done picked the body up. So when you look at a situation like that, right? And the feds come at you like, all right, we're going to give you 20 years for these things. Right? And he get enough money, get the right attorney, and he go to Nevada because it's a lot of things there for the murder, it's a lot of things missing on the murder. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? You ask yourself what's missing. The car ain't there. So the car ain't there. They can't, really check to see if any foul play happened in the vehicle. There's no gun. You know what I'm saying? No guns there. And from how it's written up, they saying he was by himself. So these are things that's missing from it. They have no audio surveillance of when he allegedly supposed to have been at the first studio. Right? These is all the things that's missing. The motive is weak as you saying the motive is a diss song that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that's missing. Things that's there is you got Robinson saying they did drive from LA to Vegas. You got the security at Studio One saying they pulled up unexpectedly. He pulled a gun on them because he didn't know they was coming. You got, I believe, the engineer saying that the youngsters, they was there together. And then you got them leaving, and you got the Ring camera picking them up at the Airbnb. And then they triangulated time. They got the phone went off here, the Airbnb. They then tracked the 15 minutes from this place to Airbnb. And then they got the time it takes to get from the Airbnb where the body was found back to the studio where the phone came back on. So those are bad things they got against it, right? The parents exaggerated. This is why I told you, Chuck, I'm going to run it because I don't know if these pros or not. So shit's going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to let niggas explain themselves. So the skin wasn't
Right.
found up under the fingernails on DNA. It's like the Tory Lane shit. It could be, it couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it couldn't be, right? So I could see a situation like that with Nevada, like this is a high profile. We'll give you 20 years, it can run concurrent with your Fed time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
I understand.
And,
So what happened to your case in
and,
Texas?
and at that point, all you got to do is pull it up. Case dismissed. Paperwork been up.
Yes,
Go pull it
but
up.
why?
What that
But
dude say?
why? What
I
happened?
don't know. What happened to my case in Texas?
I don't even know that dude.
Hey, go pull it up, man. You guys know I got my case in Texas because I told you guys about it. I'm a very smart individual. If I did something wrong, I wouldn't have told you about it. Nobody found my case in Texas. I gave it to the internet. So go
That's a
pull it up.
fact.
Go through it. All you got to do is go through it. It's 6 years of going to court. Go through all the filings. Go through all the shit. And you come up with what you want to come up with. Right? But I got dismissal paperwork. And them files ain't sealed, partner. If there was some foul play, them files would be sealed. That's a fact. So I can see them wanting a conviction on that and giving him a dub red concurrent with his Fed time. I can see that happening. Because it's some things there, but some things is missing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then at that point, you know, he's looking at getting out when he's 75 years old. That's 75.
Sheesh.
He'd be like 18 or something. Yeah, that's 75 years old. I can see that happening.
Hey, so Wack, they was going around saying that Luce Cannon had a proffer. And like what you
We
think
just
about
covered.
if
Bro.
Go ahead.
We just covered that, bro. You
It
want the
said that it
motherfucking
was
lockup order?
government.
No, I got it already.
Yeah, you got the lock. You looking at what it is. It say government proffer.
Yeah.
It says government. It doesn't say proffer by M.A. Williams. It said government proffer, and then it states violence, have given false information to the police. It says some domestic shit, and might be a flight risk. That's the government. This is the government facts. What else is it to talk about when it comes to that? It's right there.
So whack. Basically, Luce gonna be fighting the shit just like how Young Thug was fighting that shit, right?
Who?
I'm saying Luce is gonna. This red. I'm saying Luce gonna be fighting that shit just like how Young Thug was fighting that shit. Type shit. They don't really got nothing on them either way.
He ain't. Nah, because Luce is only named in there one time. See, to say a
Okay.
mother part of an organization, and you got 5 others that is named in there 700 times based upon wiretaps of the 4-year
Right.
history, then they can say that these people part of the organization. You got him in there, there's no wiretaps, there's no phone conversations. You got one incident that they saying he was involved in. You can't say he's part of an
Yeah, but
organization. You can say,
that's off of what he said on no jump. It ain't
well,
like
we don't
somebody
know
else.
that. We don't know. That's
Right.
another part of it, because we don't know if the victim previously gave the statement and then Luce said it, or we
Mhm.
don't know if the victim heard Luce say it and then gave the statement.
Right.
If he gave the statement after Luce said it, then it's really weak. Because at that
Right.
point in time, right, it's watered down, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, the first things first, Luce's first victory should be to get removed from that RICO
Yeah,
because
furthest way as possible. Yeah,
it ain't enough there to put him in the RICO.
right,
You know what I'm saying? It's not. You got zero wiretaps on this dude with these people. They ain't even talking about loose cannon on the RICO. They ain't even talking about loose cannon on the wiretaps. They got a situation where a dude is saying, dude robbed me.
right.
One situation, but when you look at everybody else, every other crime that's named in the RICO, these dudes is involved over a period of 4 years. So
Yeah,
they can prove that these dudes right here, y'all part of this group. But you got a man over here to where you name in one situation, right?
yeah.
But yet there's no wiretap, there's nothing
It's
continuous
just
with
he
this
say,
dude.
she say. It's just basically one person
Yeah,
against versus
it's
the
nothing
recent. Yeah.
continuous with Luce. So to put him
Okay.
in the thing now, once he separates that, then it's the uphill thing of fighting the robbery. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But them putting it in a RICO, they saying, well, you obligated to everything he obligated to. But
Right.
yet there's nothing there that ever says he participated in extortion or had a
Exactly.
conversation with the dude about extortion or sex trafficking or the ball player niggas or the gambling shit, the AB
Right.
shit. There's no loose cannon involvement. There's this president ain't there. He's not part of the conversation. He ain't on the phone talking to nobody. They ain't talking to him. There's nothing there. It's just this one thing.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's good, y'all? It's Clubhouse TV. Y'all heard the content, man. They going around saying Luce Cannon signed a proffer, but as Wax stated, it's a government proffer. Then you got Big U's name. You already know with the murder situation, but we're gonna get to it. And then let's start with the Luce Cannon. So they're saying that he sat down and signed a proffer agreement, but as Wax said, that's the government saying it's their proffer, not Luce Cannon. So I heard it straight from Wax. So you can take it how you want. But, you know, if you sit down with them alphabet boys and offer up information, then you tell them what you know, who did what and how it went down, all of this changed for a lighter sentence, then you already know that's not going to go unnoticed. But the streets is already talking. They saying paperwork popping up, loose done flip. That ain't speculation. That's based on what's in black and white if you seen it. But unless you see, if you ain't seen it, then you can't accuse nobody. You know what I mean? And you don't sign a proffer unless you're ready to serve up names, dates, and details. But we'll see where this is gonna go. But as you heard, Wax said he did not sign a proffer. That's the government. But this is where it gets messy with Big U. You already know his name's floating around in connection with the murder investigation of Rayshawn Williams. Now, I ain't saying Big U did anything, but when your name is attached to it, you already know it's going to bring heat. And he already has a lot of evidence against him, but there's a lot of stuff that they can't prove as well. Especially when the feds start connecting dots from past beefs, old affiliations, street politics from way back. I mean, you don't think they know who Big U is? They've been under investigation for 4 years, and I'm sure they knew who he was before that. Definitely his name ring bells in LA, and anytime a major figure gets caught in a legal storm like this, the feds start looking for leverage. And here's the danger. If the dude signed a private could put 10 other people at risk. If Luce Cannon gave him a play-by-play, you don't think names came up? You don't think stories match with the old case files? Whether Big U's name comes up through Luce or somebody else, the pressure's on. Once you in the paperwork, it's a wrap. Feds don't pull your name for no reason. They're building a case. They got timelines. They got wiretaps. They got confidential informants. And now they might have prophets too. But hey, this street game ain't what it used to be, man. Too many dudes voting. Too many name dropping. I mean, I hope Luce didn't make no move, but we soon shall see. Big U's name is in the mix. The feds smell blood in that RICO cloud hovering. Y'all better wake up. Let me know what y'all think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always alerted when I drop new content. and subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive WAC 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all for checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm on to the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.